up later this morning at 11.
It's the Dan Bongino Show.
Now, the WBAP Morning News continues with Hal J. and Brian Estridge
On News Talk 820.
WBAP.
WBAP.com.
806 WBAP, 807 actually. How, and you think about what's coming down the pike. You got new legislation that the Biden administration wants to put forth that banks are going to report every transaction over $600.
The banks are going to report anything over $600.
Right.
They
You
just
talk about Big Brother, man.
They just got you, don't they? They want to get you, and they want to twist them.
And then this question came out, and you found this story, and it got us all to thinking. And that is federal authorities and their ability to seize safety deposit boxes, safety boxes.
Yes.
Can they do that?
As I read through this story, there is a loophole in there that, yes, they can do it.
That with a warrant, the FBI or DEA or anyone can go through safety deposit boxes and lay claim to the contents?
Yes, and I'm trying to look to see what that is called. It's got a name.
And this goes back to a story in Los Angeles, and a couple who brought this to everyone's attention. This couple, one of them works at a nonprofit theater. Another one is a transportation coordinator in the film industry. They had been saving for retirement. They had been buying silver here and there when they could afford it. And to keep their property safe, they rented a safe deposit box at U.S. private vaults. They thought everything was above board until earlier this year there was a raid at that Beverly Hills business. And that's where the government alleged that the company conspired with customers to sell drugs, launder money, and stash ill-gotten goods, as they said.
It's called civil forfeiture.
Okay.
Civil forfeiture. It's basically a way to cripple large-scale criminal enterprises by taking their assets.
But here's the issue with this particular story. They had a warrant. Agents spent 5 days ripping several hundred safe deposit boxes out of the walls and laying claim to its contents. Prosecutors said they were in their rights and that the boxes contained weapons and drugs. They also took jewelry, precious metals, stacks of money to an undisclosed warehouse. The final haul out of this U.S. private vault, Hal, was $86 million for the feds. They took out $86 million. Here's the problem, and this is where it kind of goes against civil forfeiture. They took items from people who hadn't been accused of a crime.
Exactly. So they should be on the hook to get that stuff back to those people.
They should. But they've been able to keep it because of the vague standards of that civil forfeiture law. Which
It's
allows
very
government
vague.
to seize the property.
It is very vague.
Yeah, because they can seize these assets without any actual evidence of criminal wrongdoing.
They can say, you know what, I think we need to get in there. I think there's a criminal element inside those safety deposit boxes.
Yeah,
we're going to have to take a look.
Yeah, so they took a look, and they kept everything. They also seized Joseph Ruiz's life savings. He's an unemployed chef. This will hit close to home with Monty, who had a side job selling bongs made from liquor bottles.
Okay. Now, okay. I had to pause right there.
Yeah.
Okay. He lost his life savings.
Yeah, he had $57,000 in the safety deposit box.
Okay. From selling bongs that he made out of liquor bottles.
Well, I don't know that all the $57,000 was from his side hustle, but it could have been, yes.
Could have been from one bong.
Right, and here's what they're saying. Prosecutors argue that he couldn't possibly make enough money to have that much saved up and accused him of being an unlicensed marijuana dealer. He went to court. He got his money back, and he won. The government dropped its case because he was able to provide documents that showed the source of his money was legitimate.
Well, did he have to pay court costs? Did he have to pay attorney's fees?
They paid it.
Wait a minute. Don't the
Okay.
feds have something called the IRS? Couldn't they have just looked at that
Exactly.
before they raided the guy?
Exactly. There were 800 people in this raid who lost money and property.
Well, they have to get it back.
But
Well, they should get interest.
yeah, but it's 6 months later, and the U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. hasn't been able to prove criminal wrongdoing by him.
Well, they give it back. Give it back. They made a mistake.
Yeah.
Who made the mistake?
Government, but
The
the
government
government doesn't know how to
The government
the-
doesn't make
admit that,
mistakes.
yeah.
They make lousy choices.